G'day guys, Matt here. So a heap of you have been asking about the winch install on the BYD Shark, how I did it. As I've said a number of times, because I'm kind of proud of it. As far as I know, it's the first Shark with a winch. Now, nobody's come up with anything else on that, so until I realise otherwise, that's the story. Anyway, no, it's a big deal. So let's go into it. It's just me and the phone. It's a bit of a raw and real sort of video, but it'll give you the info you want to know if you're thinking about installing a winch. So this is a Sabre off-road 12,000 pound winch. Yeah, it's a decent quality sort of middle of the road type of winch. Just a fair lead and all that. Now this Bullbar on the Shark is the factory BYD, they call it the Raid bar. And I bought that bar with the car because I wanted to be able to fit a winch straight away, because the way I'm using the vehicle, I need a winch. And I've already used it in anger 3 or 4 times. So the Raid bar does come with a mount, and I'll show you, for the winch, like a cradle. See underneath there? So there's a bolt, there's another one back there, one there for the winch. So it just mounts onto that cradle. That bit was really quite easy. All the electronics for your radar, your camera, didn't have to touch any of that. Yeah, that was all very straightforward and easy. But to do it, you do have to pull the Raid bar off. Very straightforward. I wouldn't do any of this unless you're really mechanically minded and probably got a bit of Sparky experience. But basically, the side panels here come off, and then you've got your mounting bolts up through there, and then the bar comes off. It's pretty obvious. Okay, this is where I've mounted the control box for the winch. You could find somewhere else, I guess, but seemed like a pretty good spot to me. And it's a wireless controlled winch, so all I did was drilled and tapped a couple of holes for those mounting bolts, and all the cabling render there. Now, the cables to go to the back where my battery is. So that's these big fellas here. You can see them running up. So where's my finger gone? I've lost my finger. There and there. All right, up in through that space. There's room there. It's a bit fiddly getting cable up through there. The cable I've used is 95 square, is it 95 square millimeters? Anyway, 95, big stuff. All right, and it comes through here and here. I've marked positive on the cable all the way through. Now down through this area here, you've got your exhaust, turbo, etc., and a few other bits. So you just got to really have a good look and think it through. But come down under here, you won't really see much, but you can see them running down through here. Now you've got to watch your upper wishbone when you run down through this space here. Okay, and then you'll come down onto the top of the chassis rail. And we ran it on the top of that chassis rail all the way to the back of the car. And then up the back here, you won't really see it, but you can kind of see the orange down in there. Okay, that's, the orange is actually car cabling, but the winch battery cables run up through that gap. Okay, which is, you know, between your tray, and they come up into this space here. And I've installed this switch here as a master for the winch. So it's off at the moment, that's on. So there's no power going to the winch at the moment, because obviously massive current could go through those cables if they rubbed through or got pinched in an accident or whatever. So if ever you see my Shark on out there in the road and you see this switch, you don't touch it. It'd be very naughty if you touched it. That's the winch. I think that's the positive. Anyway, yeah. So I think that's the one. Anyway, that's the cable that for running the winch. So that's how we did it. Okay, to get power from the battery. Now this is the unfortunate part, is I had to put another battery. That's 120 amp hour Deep River lithium AGM battery. I made up my own battery cradle, etc. And then my mate Lucas had this lying around, and he gave me that, you know, accessories box or whatever you want to call it to use. And So that just sits there with 13.4, volts on the battery ready to go. So nice and simple. Okay, now what I've used here is a Red Arc BC DC charger. Okay, so that's charging this battery. It's 25 amps. Okay, so let's go into how some of that stuff happened. Okay, so I'll just show you what on this side of the car, down under here. BYD has done a really cool thing. Oh, come on, one-handed, sorry. Okay, see these cables here? UHF coax, positive and negative for the DC-DC charger, and one other thing. So these 4 grommets are there and empty, okay? And you can just use them. And so you don't have to do anything fancy. Word of advice, undo this panel, take that panel off to push the wires through there, a little bit of silicone spray, etc. And you can run through there really nice and easy. Right, let's go around the other side of the car. Now I've used this already for an extended trip at time of filming, and the system's worked perfectly along with the multiple winches I've done. Okay, so this is the negative for the BC-DC charger. Positive is here for the charger, and then under here, that's where I've mounted my GME remote for the UHF radio, and then I've simply run the cabling for the mic up through here and then down under the floor mat. I could obviously have pulled the whole interior out, but I didn't see the need to do that, and so that's a mess. Should tidy up. All right, so that's the way I've worked it. And just whilst we're in the back here, so I've run a fridge in the back here. I run the fridge off 240 volt, and when I shut the car down, I just have a 12 volt Anderson plug here, which is running off this battery, which runs the fridge when it's on 12 volt. So it's just a nice, easy way of making the two things work. Obviously, what I'm looking forward to is when people start to develop ways of running the winch off the existing power systems. Like, I figure you got a 29 kilowatt battery, okay, different voltages and all that, but surely we can step that down to a voltage we can use here, even if it's a 240 volt winch or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure there's some development here, but hey, that's winching. That's the winch that got me up Beer O'Clock Hill. I know people get all, I bet you didn't drive Beer O'Clock Hill. It's an electric car, and I only used electric motors to get up Beer O'Clock Hill. So you can't tell me that's not cheating. So I think that's the guts of how I've done the winch install. Hope that helps you guys. All right, guys, I'm Mad Matt. Stay safe on the trails.